For this tutorial, we're going to be creating a retro photo camera instead of Adobe Illustrator. So you're going to learn again how to create this. You're going to be using the Shapes tool, also the Gaussian blur, working with opacity, and just basically using your Shapes tool to actually create a object like this camera. So to set up, we're going to go to New File, and I usually do 800 by 600 pixels, and then RGB color. The screen's going to be set to 72 for this. And again, set to pixels. Once you have that done, you're good. I do the preview mode set to default, and then click create. So that's that. And then to get this set up for your grids, I do view, show grid, view, snap to grid. And then over here in preferences, I can go to guides and grids, and I set that to 10 by 4. That just helps make sure everything stays in line, and it's really easy when you're trying to line things up. So that's our setup. Step 1, we're going to go and get our rectangle tool. Okay. And I'm just going to draw out a rectangle. It automatically sets it to white and black. I can go over to my properties tool, and I'm going to set it by 300 and 170. So that's 300, 170. You can see this little part here that looks like it's part of the angle. If I pull it in, now it's rounded. I can also just use my rounded rectangle tool to do that. So then for our color, we're going to get this hex tool. I'm going to copy it using Control-C. And then tapping in here and pasting. We still have our outline there, so I'm going to click on the outline, then click the little none button so that it goes away. That's step 1. Step 2, we're getting the rectangle tool, and then this time it's going to be 300 by 85. So again, it's 300 by 85. And then our color is going to be this one. Copy that. Paste it. And then I'm going to move it so that it's pretty much in the center here. It's a little off. When that happens, I can literally set this again, just set it to 300, and usually it'll kind of offset it for me. Get nitpicky with that. Okay. And then step 3, again, using our rectangle tool. This time I'm going to draw it straight down this way. And then I'm going to adjust it. It's supposed to be 5 by 170, which happens to be exactly what I drew. My opacity, though, and my fill, I'm going to change that to black. And then my opacity, I'm going to crank it on down to 30%. Creates a little bit of shadow there. Step 4, I'm going to grab a rectangle tool again, and then this time I'm going to set it up to be 30 by 10. and it's going to be FED 900. So let's see. I'm going to make the other small rectangle. This is creating the button on top of the camera. And the color for that one is 4A99A. Copy that. And make sure it is set to 10 and 25. Let's see. And I put those backwards. So yeah, I typed them in backwards, so it should be 25. 10. Oh, no, I just put them in backwards over there. Let's see. Oh, it happens. So over here, it should be 25, and then this one's 10. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to stack these. Use my arrow. Just move them over. I can take the arrow key and move this over. There we go. Okay, so then I'm going to make this line up the way I want it. And then Control C, Control V, copy it, and paste it twice. This takes us over here to step 5. Okay, so this one I'm going to make 8 for the height. A little bit smaller. And then this one's going to be 35 for the width and 45 for the width. It's a little bit bigger. I'll move these over just a little bit. Okay. So then I'm going to select all of these and then do arrange, send it back, set the back behind. That's step 5. Step 6, I'm going to get the rounded rectangle tool out, draw it out, and this one's going to be 70 by 25. Let's see. And the color is going to be right there. There we go. Just didn't look round enough. So I changed the edges just a little bit. Go from there. Adjust that over just a little bit. Okay. And then go and draw another rectangle. and copy my color code over. That's 2C5362. There we go. And that one's going to be 35 by 15. So let's have that. That one's going to be kind of offset there. And we have our camera body. Awesome. Then we have to do the lens. So this is the measurements for and the colors for all of the lens here in step 7. Okay, so I'm going to start with an ellipses tool. And that one's going to be 140 by 140. My color code is 2B615C. Okay, get that one set up. And then I could honestly just copy paste and adjust. So I can do 30 so that I'm not having to do all the drawing out. The color code on this one is 97D8E9. That one set it up. You want to try to get it as much in the center as you can. Doesn't have to be perfect though. Copy paste another circle. Color code for that one, it's 3A9AC2. And that one's going to be 120 by 120. Awesome. And then copy and paste another circle. And this one we're going to bump down. We're going to skip the 110 and make it just 100. Creates a little bit more width there. The color code on that one is 21647B. That one in. And then our 5th circle is going to be a 90 by 90. And the color code is 3E87A3. 3E87A3. And then our 6th and final one, it's going to be 80 by 80. The color code is 305258. Okay, so that is our lens part. Gonna add a little reflection in those lenses using the ellipses tool. Draw a little circle. And that one's gonna be 20 by 20. And the color is gonna be 9CD5DA. There we go. And I'm going to copy and paste another one and make this one a 10 by 10. There we go. Big one up there and a little one down there. So that's our lens. Now on to step 9. Okay, so we have to use the pen tool. And so our pen tool, I'm going to go ahead and set it to black. And it doesn't really matter where you start it, but you want to go all the way to your edge over here. Actually, hold on. All the way over here. And then boop, boop, and boop. And then you can use your direct selection tool to kind of guide it so that it lines up better. Okay. We are going to take the opacity of that one from 100 all the way down to 15. And then go over here to our layers panel and drag that sucker all the way down to where it's behind that big circle we made. There we go. Almost done, guys. We have step 10, where we're going to do a rectangle. Make it black. The height is going to be 20 and the width is going to be 300. Then we just have to go to Effects, Blur, Gaussian Blur. I'm going to set that to 15. Click OK. And then I'm going to hit Arrange and send it to the back. And what do you know? We're already done. So that is how you guys are going to make this camera. And then just do File, Export As. I'm going to put it as Camera. For me, Camera 1 for you guys. I've been making other copies. I'm going to save that on my desktop as a PNG, export it, and then be able to turn it in.